Hey guys, welcome back again, and now we will continue to create the other ones. I actually never wanted everything to be somehow confusing. So now we have to create a private void scan single file, and this will be responsible for scanning single file. So just gonna create a string, we call it file. Now inside here, that is where we're going to state up whatever we are doing, right? So with the single files, we're just going to say the total file scan should be increased. Then we're just going to say this dot invoke, and we will invoke the scanning process. So the LBL equals to this. The progress bar will later be added later on, but one thing we probably have to do is we just have to bring all these here, and then we keep it as one single line, just like that, right? So we're just gonna take this off for now. Let's look at this. So we should have this here. That is right. We have the files, yeah. So that is right. That is actually right. So this should also be like this, so it could probably be on one same line for simplicity. This is what I'm just actually talking about, right? So we have the LBL status, we are assigning it to this, and then we have that, right? Now let's create a bool. This bool is going to be called results, and this result is going to be called scan. Is going to be from the scan YARA, scanning file from YARA, right? So let's say scan file with YARA, and this will scan the file. We will create that in no time. And now if we have a results, right? If there is a results, then we will just go ahead and then create a string. Let's call this threat, and then we will get a match, right? So this dot invoke, and then what we are invoking, we are getting a results dialog telling us that hey, there is we are creating a data grid resource, and then we are saying hey, there is a virus happening right here, right? So after that, we're just gonna say infected.add rows thread.count ++, just like that. And now if there is any other issue, then we will probably go ahead and then just say this dot invoke. Then we just show if it is clean. Yes, if it is clean, we just say clean. If it is not clean, we just say it is not clean. So we have this, and now we have to add one of these, and yeah, so we're good to go. We have our scan file. And now when we go up here, you see we have a lot of errors. Don't worry, we will deal with that later on. Let's come down here, and now we have to create the button to fix the issues, right? So we go here, we click on this guy, then this fix issues, we're just gonna call it btn fix issues, right? Then we double click on that. So from here, we're just gonna say let's create an integer, call it deleted equals 0 for now. And now for each, let's create a variable in here. Let's call it file in infected files. Then what we do is we delete the file, we delete it, then we run a catch to catch any error we might probably be facing. And now after that, we're just gonna say messagebox.show. We tell the user that the file has been successfully deleted. I probably think, I hope this is all good and you actually understand. Now we need the directory scan, right? So let's just come here right after this, private void directory scan. And this will also have a string, which is noun is going to be path, not file, because we actually scanning a directory. So we will create files which is going to be directory.get files, and it's going to be the path. Then we search all directories, right? So we create an int for total files length, and then now what we're going to do is we're going to use for now, let's say we have an int. Let's assign the int to I. We set it to 0 by default now, right? Now this, if the I is less than the total, right, then I plus plus, just like this. And after that, we're just going to go ahead and then start working on it. So we're creating a string called file, which we will assign it to file, like that. And right after this, we should have a total file, and then the total file scan will be increased plus plus. Sorry, right? Okay, now since we have this, we're just gonna say this dot invoke. We will work on all the invokes, so you shouldn't have to worry about anything. So we're just gonna do it like this. So let's see, we are invoking, we are setting the LBL to scanning, we get a file path, we have progress scan.value. We will deal with that later on. And then we have so this is not needed, you know. Oh yeah, we will need a YARA file, which is quite good. So if there is a result, we're just gonna get the YARA match, and then we invoke, we get the dialog telling if there is a threat, we add it up, we count it, else we just show the dialog. It's probably going to be the same as scanning the single file, right? So let's see, already defined directory scan. So let's see directory scan. Let's scan single file. Oh, so we have the scan directory up here already, man. Okay, yeah, I think we have that already. I have created it twice. So let's delete this one. Sorry for that. Sorry. Right? Okay. So since we already have the directory scan, we have the star scan, we have everything. Now, the next thing we're probably going to do is actually having the feel of it. And you see, since I have my DLL already packed, there are some couple of things we would have to do, right? So I'll just copy and then show you what I have. I already have that already, so I don't have to hard code everything. And just as usual, I will always be giving you the source code, so you don't have to worry about anything. So inside here, just as we have this, we could probably add them here. These ones are very important, and then we should have a file called backscan. So right, let's look at this. Okay, so we are using the scan directory YARA, and let's see. Yeah, so we're gonna use the file scan callback, right? So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna select all, and I'm just gonna say window key plus this, or what I'll do is I'll just click on this guy, then I say fix with Copilot. So if you don't have Copilot enabled, you just have to go to Copilot, which is your here. Then you just enable Copilot. This is probably gonna fix all our issues for us, you know, prepare everything for us ready. So we have this restructured, and now you see most of the errors are gone, but we still have errors to be deal with. Right, so let's see this one. Now we have progress.scan. So progress scan, let's copy this. Let's go here. And now let's go here. So I think we have issue with the BTN fix, but that should be okay. We will deal with that later on. Let's see this one. Oh man, we have to remove all these because the code restructured it. And yeah, we will work on that later on. I'll show you how you can fix this. That shouldn't be a problem. If you face that problem, it shouldn't be a problem. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, there you go. We have it. So this space, this is going to be the progress. So I'm just going to paste it here, progress bar scan. That is going to be the name for the progress. And now this will be fixed. This is the results. I'm just going to copy that, and the results is going to be from this section, and I'm just going to call it data grid view results, and that too should be fixed. Now all the codes are clean except this list of strange guy. So I'm just gonna fix this one more time with the AI, right? So I'll just say accept, and now it is gone. That is perfect, right? This is a perfect job done. But one thing you probably have to know is all the buttons we are using, like the scan file, scan single file, all those kind of guys, like hover and all those kind of things, you could see that their actions are not added, right? Like especially btn fix. So we go here, this fix issues. Now you see it is with this _1. So now what I'll do is I'll just cut everything from here, and then I will just add it here, right? So now we should have this is scan single file. That is probably gonna scan a single file, and we are good to go. Right, so since we have all the errors fixed, let's try and see what we can do here. Then we click on this guy, and it's not showing. Hold on, let's see this guy. I think it was changed. This guy, oh yeah, hover. That's why it wasn't working. So this is the hover. Let's just cut this, bring this right here. Okay, so we click on this. Yeah, click on this, we have it. So we're just gonna go to custom scan. All right, let's see, we go to quick scan. That's good. See, deep scan, that's good. All right, so thank you guys. Since we've fixed the issue and all is good, on our next video, let's fix this before we go to our next video. I think we should fix this. This is the Guna 1, Guna 2, and then the 3, that is the settings. So since we already have them right up here, this is 1. Gonna cut it, put it here, and then we have 2 and 3, right? So we go down here, paste it, but this is gonna be 2. Paste it, it's gonna be 3, right? So we click on start, and now we can probably control everything. That is really good, right? So on our next video, we're going to tackle the main scan, and then we tackle the cancel. Then we will then scan in a real time. All right, so until then, have a nice day. Let's meet on our next video, and have a nice day.